Hello and welcome everybody. We only have 5 weeks left until Everspace 2 will hit 1.0 at the 6th of April. And there have been quite a few updates and news lately, so I want to bring you up to speed with a quick summary of all the important bits from the latest dev streams and official statements. Firstly, Everspace 2 is targeting for a full Steam Deck support at launch, but they are not there yet. So at the moment they think it will be done by the 6th of April, but they also don't promise it. If it will not be fully optimized by the time of release, then it will happen shortly afterwards. Next up, we have a big change to what was communicated so far. Until now, a safe wipe was inevitable according to the devs, because it would cause a lot of stability issues and they do not have the manpower to implement the early access saves bug-free into the full version. They did, however, came up with the workaround recently by themselves and will now offer all early access players the possibility to use their old save files in the final version. But they also made it very clear this is a choice that you make on your own risk. Early access save files will presumably cause stability issues and bugs. It is also highly recommended to start a new save game because of all the additions and fixes that went into the final version. So if you want to make sure to experience everything the way it is meant to be, you should start from scratch with 1.0 anyway. Trading and mining. We received a huge update and detailed view on the now final version of the trade mechanics. Everspace 2 will feature a basic trade system and they added a lot of quality of life features as shown in their latest live stream. Trade goods are now marked with color codes and other stuff to show you demand and value of your items within the current star system. Station to station trading inside a star system for minimal margins is not considered to be a useful mechanic, so it will not be featured in the final version. All stations within a system offer the same price. The trade system is also static and not dynamic. Means once you've figured out some nice trade routes, you can stick to them. Trading is considered a minor side activity to maybe occasionally get some credits for a new ship or an upgrade and so on. So pricing and demand will not change no matter how many goods you ship around. Another important detail. Mining resources are purely meant for crafting and there are no intentions to make them tradable at the moment. So while mining, and we are basically speaking of shooting some nodes here, is very important for crafting and the crafting system is very deep and elaborate, the trade and mining mechanics are more bare bones and not considered to be a main gameplay loop. Mining is a very basic system with some weapon perks that enhance your mining yield, but there are no dedicated ships or mining lasers or the intention to generate an income with it. In addition, there are no refining methods in the game to upgrade your mining resources. Although the game features different qualities of a resource, they are meant to be obtained by higher quality nodes and can be boosted with mining specific weapon perks. Refining materials as a gameplay loop is also considered to be a non-fun activity and therefore not featured right now and in the near future. Next, we have the final update for the ship customization aka transmog feature. And we have good news and bad news here. As shown in the last live stream, we are now fully able to customize the exterior of our ships, including wings, engines and front appearance. Total transmog features are now the paint jobs, window tint, engine colors, emissive lights, decals and ship modules. A very detailed system with tons of options. And nothing is hidden behind a paywall. You can loot and obtain all options in the game, as it should be. But these days it has become a rarity to not hide these features behind a paywall or some ridiculous grind. Now, while this system is very elaborate and they put a lot of effort and thus manpower into it, they had to cut the cockpit view customization for 1.0 and most likely as a feature in general. Reason being is the vast majority is using third-person view and they are only able to finish one feature, either cockpit or exterior customization on a satisfying level. I personally can totally understand the reasoning behind that decision, and on this note it is important to state that this is an arcadey looter shooter that really works best in third person and nowhere near an elite dangerous experience. As mentioned in my final preview, if you expect a sophisticated space simulation with hours of mining and space trucking, then you are looking at the wrong game. It is a Diablo-like space shooter that works excellent in what it wants to do, but it also does not aim to be a complex simulation or a Freelancer 2.0. It certainly ticks a lot of Freelancer boxes, but it also deviates a lot from the formula and creates a very own experience. And although they have to cut cockpit customization as a feature, the cockpit view will still be available in the full release version. If you're still not sure if this game is right for you, remember, it is already available on Game Pass, so check it out for yourself. For now, this covers all updates and news about Everspace 2. I will start with a detailed crafting guide next week and will also cover all ship classes in dedicated showcases and guides before launch, so make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that. That's all for now. Take good care of yourself and fly safe.